Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the video. My name is Mike. I'm so happy you're here. Today I want to talk about how to increase your Poshmark sales. And there's a bunch of ways that you can do this, but we're going to focus on a few key factors here that are very important for you to know in order for you to be successful on Poshmark. And it's really all about getting that engagement, getting those followers, getting people commenting and liking your listings, because that's going to help out a ton when it comes to making sales and getting offers. So if you guys are interested in this topic or interested at all in how to increase your Poshmark sales by using a Poshmark bot, hit the subscribe button and like the video, because that would make me really happy if you did that. It would show me that you guys are interested in this and you would like to continue on these topics. So, without any further ado, let's jump into it. So, as we know, Poshmark is a selling platform. You sell your old or newly bought items that you don't want or that you sourced from somewhere, whether it's a wholesale website or a thrift store or a consignment shop. Whatever it is, you want to get rid of it. And the main factor here is getting it seen. So that's very important. Now, there's a ton of ways that you can do this. You can go on Poshmark and you can literally just list your items and sit there and share all day and do community shares and make sure that you're sharing new Posher items and you're commenting and you're liking other people's items and you're giving a ton of engagement on your behalf. But you want to make sure that you're getting the engagement back. How do we do that? It's very simple. Automation software. Automation software make your life extremely easy. You do not have to sit there all day and click and click and click and get carpal tunnel syndrome. It's horrible. I've had it. I still have it. And so I pretty much invented a pretty easy software to use because, number one, I knew I had great items on Poshmark. I knew that my listings looked great, but I didn't have the time to sit there and share, especially when you have kids and you have a job and all you want to do is just, have that side income coming in, because everything's a little too expensive nowadays. The price of everything is going up, inflation, so you need that side hustle. You need that side income. And I really needed help doing that. So I needed to create something that made my life easier, and that was called Poshmark Pro Tools. So, if you don't have Poshmark Pro Tools, then you can still follow along and check out how powerful it is to use. So we're going to jump into it. After you've downloaded your Poshmark Bot, Poshmark Pro Tools, we're going to open it up, and this is the latest version. Right now, this is called Poshmark Pro Tools SUITE, and it includes Poshmark Pro Tools, which is a sharing and following module. It includes Poshmark Pro Leads, which is it gives you the ability to target follow closets and target follow people who enjoy or like the brands that you sell specifically. It also includes Instaposh, which uploads your items onto Instagram and makes beautiful Instagram Poshmark closets. And you can sell your items directly from there. They'll click the link in the bio and go right to your Poshmark closet and see the item that you guys have listed up in Instagram. You have the Poshmark Influencer, which is a newish module which auto comments and auto likes specific brands and listings according to those brands. And we have our configuration and settings section, which limits throttles, which, if you don't know what throttles are, is if you're sharing and following a little too fast, Poshmark is going to slow you down, so to speak. So if we click the throttle limiter, that is going to put a limit on our shares and follows to help prevent any sort of bans or any sort of throttles from Poshmark, so that you can just continue to share and follow all day. Below that, we have our 2 CAPTCHA settings. 2 CAPTCHA is amazing. If you guys are getting a lot of CAPTCHAs and you're sick of it, you do not want to solve any CAPTCHA puzzles anymore, please get a 2 CAPTCHA account and put in your API settings. It's only $10 to start, and for every 1,000 CAPTCHAs, it's $3. That's really not a lot of money at all. So $10 will get you just about 3,000 CAPTCHAs solved, and you can get that account by clicking on this link, and it'll take you to the 2 CAPTCHA website, and you fill out your credentials and get your settings and put it in here and press configure. This is just a news section, alerts and messages for news and any updates that we may have for you guys. So we are going to start with the first module, Poshmark Pro Tools. Now we have the share closet, we have follow and unfollow, and we have the multi-closet sharing module, which is awesome, and I'm going to show you guys a really amazing method to get you guys a ton of follows and shares back. So the first thing we're going to do is, let's X out of this so that I can show you guys from scratch the procedures. So after you've unzipped the software, after you've downloaded it, purchased it, or if you have the trial, what I like to do is I like to pin it to the taskbar right here, so it makes it easy to open. So all you have to do is just click on it, press yes. You're going to see the loading screen. There we go. Once it says app ready to use, log into Poshmark. You're going to just log in with your credentials. Now once you're in, you can start to use the bot. I don't like calling it a bot, even though it is a bot. It's automation software. Bot just does everything on autopilot. With this software, you do have to put in settings. It doesn't just, it's not just, something that you can just set and forget. To a point you can, but you do have to control it to a certain degree. And because when I think of robot, I think of just like a piece of software that you don't even have to control, you don't have to put any settings in, it just takes over and does whatever it needs to do without any human input. No, you do need to input settings into this bot software, you do need to input settings into the software to make it work well. So I'm going to go over a bunch of different methods today to make it worth your while, to get the most engagement. So the first thing I want to talk about is community shares. Community shares are very important for engagement and to get you guys a bunch of follows and share backs on your items. So how we're going to do that, the setting for that is share my feed. So once you click share my feed, the closet name blanks out and you cannot type in it. That's because you're sharing directly from your feed and you're not typing in closet names. So I like to put maybe max could be 3 loops. The amount of listings, 200 when it comes to feed. Delay after each loop, the recommended settings that were in there were fine. So delay after each item share, 5,8. That's a random number between 5 and 8 seconds in between shares. Same thing for loops, 30,60. that's a random number between 30 and 60. The reason why we use random numbers is to help with the Poshmark security algorithms, that they do not detect you as far as sharing, because if they do, they will put a throttle on you. I haven't noticed anybody getting banned yet, but you know, we don't want anything bad to happen to anyone's account. So from this point on, you have the share my feed, you have your settings right here, and all we're going to have to do now is just click start. Once we click start, the software is going to take over, and you're going to see a bunch of words here, a bunch of logs populating. It's going to start scraping the listings from the feed, and it will start sharing. Now, the beautiful part about community shares is you'll notice after about 1 hour, or maybe less, you'll start noticing your notifications over here start to increase, whether it's from people, you know, following you back, sharing your items back, or just, you know, people liking your items. You're going to get some sort of buzz. You're going to get noticed because you're sharing complete strangers' closets and their items. It's a wonderful thing. So as you can see, it did a few shares here, and you know, I'm not going to keep going with that because it's going to take a while. So I just wanted to show you guys exactly how to get started with community shares. And I would take notes right now. I would write this down. A good pattern to follow with community shares. I would start off in the morning with some community shares, maybe around 9 a.m. That's, you know, I'm on Eastern time, so I think like 9 a.m. is perfect for community shares, or you could even go as early as 8 a.m. and just do like maybe 200 to 400 community shares. The logic behind that is, after you've done your community shares, people waking up who like to check their Poshmark closet, the first thing that they're going to see is you shared their items. A lot of people like to check the feed and see what's going on in their account, who's followed them back, anybody make any offers on their items. So it's nice to see people sharing your items because it gives their items a new audience. So that's perfect. So the next module that we're going to look at right now is, okay, so we did community shares, and we're going to share our own closet. We're not going to go crazy. I'm just going to share my available items. We're going to keep the same settings. We're going to do maybe 2 loops. The same settings are fine, so that you can just switch right over after you've done your community shares. The next thing to do would be sharing your own closet. So all I did was uncheck share my feed, and I checked off share my available items, and I clicked start. Now there's no listings found because everything is sold out in my closet. So I'm just showing you guys an example on how to do that easily to make the switch. So all I did was I went from share my feed to share my available items, and I just changed the number of loops to like 2. You can do anywhere from 1 to 3. That's fine. I personally don't think it matters if you share your closet a bunch of loops. I think that the Poshmark algorithm has changed immensely, so just sharing your closet once or twice, it should be enough to be seen. I think anything more than that is just redundant, and nobody's even going to see it because Poshmark won't show it, pretty much. It's like sort of like flooding people's feeds with your closet, and they have since beefed up their algorithm. like I said, and they're not going to show your closet more than once or twice. So, like I said, 1 or 2 loops is perfect for your closet to be effective and to be seen. So, our next module is going to be the Poshmark Pro Leads module. This is amazing. This is absolutely, it's like cutting edge stuff. Not too many people know about this. So what we're going to do here, if you guys have any specific brands in your closet that you would like to get rid of or that have been sitting there a while, let's say you have a pair of Prada shoes that you want to get rid of. I would type in Prada in the keyword bar. What this is going to do, it's going to follow people who are, like I said, who like the brands that you sell, or whoever. It's going to follow people who comment and engage with listings that have this keyword in it. And so anybody who is engaged with any sort of Prada items, it's going to find them and it's going to follow them. So chances are, if you have Prada items in your closet, they're going to follow you back. They're going to check out your stuff and possibly make an offer on your item. From what I've researched and checked out, you are about 25% more likely to sell something to someone who's actually engaging with the product and with the brand online. So you have a 25 to 45% higher chance of making that sale. So what have you got to lose by following those people? But first you have to find them, and that's what this module does. It's so easy to use. The only thing that you have to be is logged into Poshmark, and you just fill out these 3 settings, and it's easy as pie. So keyword, I put in Prada. For every closet, let's see, to follow, there's a delay in between following. So I would do like 1 and 6. It's going to pick a random number between 1 and 6 between each follow. And the best part about this is you can actually pick as many closets as you want to follow. So let's say I want to follow 1,000 people. I just fill in these settings and click Start. It is that easy. I'll show you guys how it actually starts up and starts working right away. So right now it's searching for any listings with the word Prada in it, in the description or the title. So you can see here, Prada heels, Prada dress pants, Prada flats, Prada large black bags, totes, boots. It's gonna find up to it's gonna find as many listings as there are the number that you put in here of closets. So it's just populating the list. Once the list is populated, it's going to scrape the names off of those closets, off of those listings. It's going to scrape 1,000 closets, and it's going to follow them for you. And it will not stop until it reaches 1,000 follows. So here we go. It's found, these are the numbers that it's found so far. Here's the names. Once it's done, it's going to start following. So we don't need to continue with that. You guys basically have the idea of what's going to happen. So far at 8 a.m. we're going to do 200 to 400 community shares. And then we are going to do at, I would say, around 10 a.m. Eastern time. Or you can do this on Pacific time, because this is usually the time when people start becoming more active on Poshmark. Around 10 or 11, 10 to 11 a.m. You can do your targeted follows using Poshmark Pro leads. So once you've finished your follows, I wouldn't do 1,000. I mean, that was just an example. You can do 250 a day to 500 a day. That's fine. It won't take as much time, and I think that's a perfect number. So you'll have 250 to 500 new people that you have followed to see that you followed them, and they'll start becoming active around this time, hopefully, and checking your closet out, checking your listings. So it's a great way to get more engagement. So far we have the 8 a.m. community shares, the 10 a.m. targeted follows. Now the next thing we're going to do is we are going to share our own closet. And this can take place in the afternoon around 1 p.m. is perfect for this. Or actually anywhere from 12 to 1 p.m. That's fine. Closet shares. Oh, I forgot to put here 9 a.m. another round of shares. So let me start over. 8 a.m. 200 to 400 community shares. 9 a.m. your own closet shares. 10 to 11 you can do your targeted follows. And in the afternoon you can do your own closet shares again. Now this is going to be really easy because you're going to have automation software. It may seem like a lot, but honestly, to just click a few buttons and click start, it's really not a big deal. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do sharebacks. So here we have shareback the last X amount of closets who have shared my listings. So we're going to go into shareback mode. I would share back the last 50 people who have shared your closet, and I would do 5 of their listings each. And the only settings that you need to input are the delay settings, which is here and here. You can keep the same settings or put new settings. 5 to 8. Now all you have to do is click start. That's all. It's very simple. I'll show you guys an example of how this works. Right now it is scraping through your feed and it's checking who has shared your closet. So it's going to take these people and it's going to share 5 listings each. So I'm not going to sit here and make you watch this the whole time. It's just to get an example of what's going to happen. So I'm going to stop it right here. So around like 3 or 4 o'clock, sharebacks. Now we're just going to let the closet breathe a little bit. We're going to wait for some notifications to come in, maybe some offers, some sales. And by doing this, you're going to give the people who you followed a chance to follow you back. And you're going to give the people who you have shared back their items to see that you've shared back their items, and they might possibly share your items again. And even the people from this morning, from the community shares, are seeing that you shared their closet. They're going to share your items back. So everything that you've done this morning, in the morning, is actually still having an effect throughout the day. That's why we do this in the morning. That's why we do so much engagement in the morning. This really helps with getting more exposure throughout the rest of the day in your Poshmark closet. So we're going to rest from after we've done our share backs. Now we're going to start back up again at prime time, which usually for me, I believe, starts at 7 p.m. You're going to do another round of your own closet shares. Now, I explained it earlier in the video, but I would do, 1 to 3 loops of your closet. You don't need to do anything more than that. It's just overkill. 7 p.m. So that should take you about an hour, maybe less. Let your closet breathe again. And if you really want to continue, you could do another round of community shares at 9 p.m. So, I think that this is a great closet traffic tactic, and it really, really helps with getting traffic to your closet. I did this yesterday in this account that I'm on, and I woke up to 99 plus notifications. It couldn't even count anymore. So like you could see here, I've been doing this method for the last few days, and the engagement and the traffic is just out of control. If I actually had items for sale in this closet, they'd be selling like crazy. I'd be getting offers. Look at these files a minute ago, 6 minutes ago, 14 minutes. It's just all day. I get these notifications all day. It's really crazy. Yeah, this is all day, every day. You guys can do the same thing. You don't need to know a lot about this. You really don't. You don't need to be a genius when it comes to using automation software. It's so simple to use, and the way that we've set it up for you guys makes it a complete breeze. And I'm always around if you guys have any questions or you need some help or you're stuck. I'm always around to help you. You just email support@poshmarktools.com and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. We're human too. We get a ton of requests and a ton of questions and emails every day. So we try to get back to everybody as fast as we can. But, there's no harm in shooting me an email saying, hey, Mike, I'm stuck with this. I'm not making any sales. Can you give me some suggestions? I'll take a look at your closet and I will be honest with you and I'll let you know what I think you could improve on. There's chances are that it's always just one little thing that needs to be tweaked, and it can make a hell of a difference in your engagement and your sales and your offers and just the overall traffic in your closet. All you need to do is just change 1 or 2 things, and believe it or not, it makes a world of a difference. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to come up with more traffic tactics and closet growth strategies. I would like to go over this list once more. I'm going to actually make a PDF of this and have it for you guys in a link below the video, so you guys can download it yourself and make sure that you're doing all of these things. And even, you know what, even if you do not have a bot or you don't have any automation software, you can still do these things. It's just going to take you a hell of a lot longer to do it, but you can still do it, and it will help your engagement. and your closet growth. You'll see your followers increasing, you'll see more offers and more sales, and you will see a ton of differences when it comes to what you've been used to. So try it out. Let me know how you guys like it, and view the links in the description below. I'll have a link to Poshmark Pro Tools SUITE. I'll have a link to this PDF checklist for closet tactics. It's a bit of a tongue twister. But yeah, and I'll have a link to my email in case you get stuck or have any questions. So if you don't have it already, pick up Poshmark Pro Tools. It's the best thing out there right now when it comes to making money on Poshmark and selling on Poshmark. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Have a great day.